Well, you know, on GRITtv, we try to cast light on good news when we get a chance. In that spirit, we saw a lot of bad death penalty-related news last year. The probable execution of an innocent man in Texas, the attacks by a prosecutor on the Medill Innocence Project students at Northwestern University, and the horrific failed attempt at an execution in Ohio. But the year also brought this news. The American Law Institute, which has been credited with creating the intellectual framework for the modern capital justice system almost 50 years ago, apparently pronounced its project a failure and walked away from it last year. This could represent a significant shift away from putting prisoners to death in this country, some people say. A Berkeley law professor quoted in a New York Times story about ALI called the group, quote, the death penalty's only intellectually respectable support. The Institute didn't decide formally to oppose the death penalty, although apparently some of its members wanted it to do just that. But in a statement last October, it conceded there are, quote, intractable institutional and structural obstacles to ensuring a minimally adequate system for administering capital punishment. Seems to me that's tantamount to saying there's no way for state killing to be done right or fairly. A study by the ALI apparently pointed to problems that have been well known to death penalty opponents for years. Racial disparities in sentencing and application, expense, politics, and the potential, not so potential as we saw this year, that the state would execute the innocent. Texas executed Cameron Todd Willingham last year for the death of his children in a fire that investigators actually ruled accidental, not arson. The decision by the ALI comes too late to save him or others like him, but it might give death penalty supporters pause. It's certainly shot in the arm for opponents. Maybe 2010 will be the year that the country wakes up to the same intractable, institutional, and not to mention moral obstacles ALI found to state killing.